Is your bank account low? You get paid, it doesn't grow. You've been working 40 hours, but you still be kinda broke. Do you wanna catch a fish? Take it, slap the CEO. Is your bank account low? Is your bank account low? Only eat ramen noodles. And you cannot pay your rent, but you can do the fend and go. Do you cry on your pillow cause your savings are zero? Is your bank account low?
Hello everyone, it's Emmanuel Cooke. Today we will be reacting to a new video. And I hope that you guys enjoy the video.
Ain't nothing funny about being broke, but ain't nothing. Freaking check engine light just came on. I already gotta change my shock absorbers. I already gotta freaking fix my alignment. Change my freaking tires because the alignment messed up my motherfucking tires. It's like I got a baby I gotta take care of. Like, she is sick. She's sick and she needs my attention. I can't even freaking help her with $2 in my bank account. Just put $7 in my bank account from empty. It's not gonna take me nowhere but home. After that, I'm stuck. For real. Like, there's nothing funny about this, bro. There's nothing funny. Like, get your money up for real. Like, this is not the type of lifestyle anybody wants to live. Like, at all. Got $1 left in my bank account. Can't even buy my freaking cum, yo. This is not funny. This is not funny. Like, I'm being so serious, bro. Get your money up. Like, this is diabolical.
Am I the only one who feels like I will never stop living paycheck to paycheck? The economy we live in is trash. The jobs we work for are trash. They pay you the bare minimum, but want you to show up and give your 110%. How does that work? These houses, they want you to pay $1,000+ for rent, and they're 1980 houses. You gotta have a deposit, last month's rent, first month's rent. Like, why do I need to pay last month's rent? I don't understand that. Car insurance, car payments, they're rip-offs. Why am I paying $300 for car insurance? I don't understand. Health insurance, skyrocket. Food, skyrocket. Like, I just don't understand how I will ever be able to afford to wake up and go hop on a plane and enjoy my best life. I just don't understand. By the time my kids get to adulthood, they're gonna have to pay to open the door to walk out of their own house. I really, really, really rather be a cockroach crawling on the ground for free than have to live this life every day. Like, I can't be the only one who feels this way. Like, I need to know, y'all that get to wake up and take trips and go across country and do $100 shopping sprees at Target every single day, what are you doing? What's the secret to life? What is the secret recipe that you have that we don't have? Let us know.
Yeah, I just realized majority of us are really living paycheck to paycheck. Like, how is this even possible? Well, it is possible because it's happening. But it's just the fact that this economy does not care about the living beings of humans. Ain't no way we out here deciding if we gonna pay our bills on time just so we can eat. No, it's crazy. Like, we really having to choose what's more important to us than having a roof over our head and being able to eat and be able to sustain life. Like, this is mind blowing. Like, this not life right now. This cannot be real right now. Then the fact that these apartments and stuff be raising the rent, then they be having the audacity to sit here and send us out emails letting us know what day we gotta pay our rent, when will it be late. Then at one point in time, you know, you got all to the 5th to pay your rent. We still do, but they try to sit here and tell you that you need to pay the rent before the 5th now. What? Then they send out emails all day long like, if you don't pay your rent by this day, we will file a LPD, this, that, and third. I mean, when we had a point in time that you can pay half on the 5th, and then you can pay the rest by the 15th. Now they not even letting you pay it by the 15th. They give you to the 10th now. Like, we not in a recession or something. Like, we not sitting here in the same world or something. Like, how is y'all even comfortable with sitting here threatening people when to pay their rent? Like, do y'all even have humanity? Like, this is so mind blowing that I can't even speak on it for real. Like, cause it's just mind blowing to me. Cause people in the office be acting like they ain't got the same type of problems that we got. But yet y'all sit here pushing the issue about somebody paying rent. Long we pay that motherfucker, why does it matter what day we do we pay it on? We all out here trying to make a way. Why is y'all stressing people out even more? We already got to live paycheck to paycheck. We already got to go work every day of the week. We can't even get an off day because we miss an off day down there. It's gonna set us back on a bill. And then let's not get me started on when all our bills got paid up. The motherfucking car went messed up. Their car messing up shit will throw you over the edge, bitch. Have you on the nearest bridge? Like, for real, this can't be life right now. Like, I am flabbergasted, y'all. I'm just not alone. One thing I'll say, about 4 or 5 years ago, I used to tell my clients that you need to earn at least $65,000 a year to qualify for a nice townhome. And then before the pandemic, I told them you had to make about 70. And then now I'm telling people you got to make around $85,000 a year. And I'm probably going to end up telling them in another year that you need to make about $100,000 a year. And I'll tell you that also the majority of clients that I come across that are making a significant amount of money or not have car payments that are $600-$700 a month. They're driving BMWs and Mercedes, and sometimes it's not even those kind of cars. They're just getting a really bad deal from a car dealership and getting these really high car payments. And then they have the most luxurious bags. They're living in the most expensive apartments sometimes. And obviously rent is high too. That's a whole nother topic. But some people are even having children and then more children and then more children, even though they don't have a home that they can say was purchased by them. They're renting. So I think a lot of times our first issue is financial responsibility. And I'm not here to say that inflation is not an issue. We've only had a couple times in the last 60 years where we've had deflation, which is back in 2009 after the crash, and 2015 for something else. But it was very temporary. It wasn't long lasting. We've been experiencing inflation for a very long time. So everyone should be of the understanding that if you're earning $200,000 today per year, in the next couple of years or so, it's not going to have the same buying power as it did before. And if we can come to that conclusion, if we can come to that understanding, we can all come to the realistic standpoint of, I need to do something different, right? I need to not buy this car right now. I need to secure my home first. I need to start to invest in things that are going to give me some return on my money. I need to not necessarily go to the school and get a degree that's going to cost me thousands of dollars if I'm not going to really go ahead and work in that field. And I'm not saying that people don't have circumstances that prevent them from fulfilling their goals, because not all of us chose to have children early. Not all of us thought that our degrees are going to be useless. Not all of us thought that we would be priced out of the market with real estate. But there are some of us that have the option to do better, and we're not. We're traveling all over the place. We're doing all these other things that do not bring us to our end goal. And here we are.
Well, it's July 1st, and I am short on rent again. I'm a caretaker for a disabled child, and his family was supposed to pay me on Friday, and they did not. I sent them a reminder text because they frequently forget, and they have not acknowledged it, and I needed the bulk of that paycheck to pay my rent this month. I had a lot of extra expenses this month, so I needed like $500 of that paycheck to make my rent this month, and now I don't have it. And I know it's not that big of a deal. They'll probably remember in a day or two, and I won't even get a late fee till like the end of the week. But I just don't want to be in this position anymore. Like, I am so tired of living literally paycheck to paycheck. I'm so stressed all the time. I'm gonna have a heart attack before I turn 30. And now I don't know why I'm telling strangers on the internet that are just going to tell me that I'm fucking a failure or whatever.
So what's the
expensive not to be rich, and I was raised very financially privileged. My mom had a good job. My dad stayed home and raised the kids. They didn't have to pay for childcare, like all of that sort of thing. But I am not as financially secure as my parents were, and so I'm living paycheck to paycheck. My payday is today, so of course I'm going through my bank account, making sure that like everything's ready for me to transfer money where it needs to go and pay the bills that I have. And I saw that there was an incorrect charge on my account, which led to an overdraft fee. And so when you don't have the money for simple mistakes like that to be happening, you're just in this endless loop of wasting your time and wasting money, because you're paying for things that you didn't necessarily make a mistake on. And it just is crazy to me that rich people don't have to deal with this, because they don't have to worry about if they have a minimum balance in their checking account. They don't have to worry about an overdraft fee, because that's never going to happen. If a mistake happens, they'll get compensated, they'll get the refund, no sweat off their back. Maybe there is some time wasted having to like process and request a refund to be made. But when you're so tight with your time and tight with your money, anything that goes off of the plan, any deviation from it, throws a wrench in the whole entire system and ecosystem that you've created for yourself or have to deal with for yourself.
For the people that are confused how households making $100K or more are saying they're paycheck to paycheck while you're making significantly less and also paycheck to paycheck, I have an answer for you, and it's that those higher income families are not living paycheck to paycheck. And this, of course, only really applies if that family was living within their means to begin with. But as a six-figure household, we're not paycheck to paycheck in the sense that a family of a lower income is paycheck to paycheck. If we had to cut back on our spending and our more fun expenses, yes. Are we putting as much to savings as we used to? No, but that does not mean that we're paycheck to paycheck. Even now, we have more places in our budget that we could cut back if we needed to, because we have the extra money for fun things. Whereas a lower income family is living paycheck to paycheck just on necessities. Higher income families might in their eyes be living paycheck to paycheck, but they're living paycheck to paycheck on necessities and their fun things. Point being, if you still have money to go do fun things or to put money to your savings, you, in my eyes at least, are not living paycheck to paycheck. And I feel like it does a disservice to lower income families to act like you are.
More Americans living paycheck to paycheck, even the ones making six figures. Oh, really? What could have caused that? Let's start with taxes. If you're single with no kids, you are God's blessing to the dating scene. But the IRS absolutely hates you. So the income you ain't even get in your pocket yet is already paying the IRS. Income has been pretty much flat for the past 2 decades, while the prices of homes have tripled. Prices of cars have doubled. Tuition doubled and healthcare damn near tripled. So six figures ain't six figuring the way it used to anymore. Not to mention America's consumerism addiction. We are scrolling down timelines of endless ads. So whether you want to or not, subconsciously you want more. Establish your level of comfort and maintain once you actually get there. Right? So for me, I just put down everything I want in my dream lifestyle, right? And I figure out the amount that I actually want to be making. And that was really generous. So once I make it there, I can just maintain. I don't have to fall victim to lifestyle creep and go broke. Follow me so you can get some more money tips straight to your feed.
You know, living in America is getting a little hard right now. Like, most of us are living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, inflation, groceries are so expensive, and, you know, minimum wage is still really low in a lot of states. Student debt is ridiculous. The cost of college just keeps rising. The housing market is trash. The job market is trash. So many people are struggling to get jobs. I mean, it's just getting really hard. Like, we could really use some help. We want to ban TikTok, though.
I am so done with being broke.
I came to the realization that I'll probably never be an actor. I'll probably never be a model, never have my dream house. The only thing I ask is that I don't end up like my mom and don't end up living in a crappy trailer ever again. Like, that's the only thing I ask.
I'm tired of not having money. I'm so tired of it. Like, not in a, I don't want to go spend money on stupid things, but like, being scared of every financial decision, like down to getting cat food. I'm scared, and I'm really exhausted by that. And I think I was holding on to a little bit of hope that this job thing would happen, and it didn't. And I have freelance, but it's not enough for next month when I have to pay for insurance freshly. And I don't know what to do. I'm really starting to get to a point where I'm like scared. I I mean, it's been a year since I stopped working, and you know, I've used up my resources, so I'm gonna have to figure something out.
I don't think there's anything wrong with adults living with their parents.
I don't think people understand. Right now, the average amount of money you have to make in order to live by yourself is $60,000 a year, meaning you have to get paid $30 an hour. Come here. And that is just to cover rent. That's not including furniture. That's not including other bills. That's not including car issues, right? If you were to put all that together, you'd have to make about $75,000 a year, meaning you have to get paid over $35 or $40 an hour. So if you know somebody that is making you feel bad because you live at home with their parents, unless they are making $40 an hour at their job, they're definitely lying to you about their living situation. They either live in a closet or they have 4 roommates. There's nothing wrong with staying with your parents right now, because at this moment in time, the new generation, they can't save any money. The only thing going up is the cost of things, not the actual payment towards their lives.
My budget for April is $2 and I already done spent it. Don't invite me nowhere. For real. Like, seriously. Please.
Gen Z doesn't want to work anymore. That doesn't mean they're not working. They are working. They're working 40 hours a week, and they still can't afford to live on their own. This is the difference between poverty in capitalism and poverty before. Poverty before, it was like, I'm in poverty because I'm like unable to work or I'm sickly or something. Poverty in capitalism is you are in poverty because you are working. You are in poverty while you are fully working. They can't afford food and rent and healthcare. These aren't luxuries. These are basic necessities. And hell, who wants to work all the time to not be able to afford things? To barely be able to afford to live? Why do y'all hate workers so much? You are one. I hate to be the one to tell you, but you're not going to get rich. Only 1 in every 1,000 of you is going to get rich. Maybe less. You're not going to Bezos out. I'm sorry. And so all the work you're doing, you're riding for your boss. You're riding for the rich person you're never going to be. And you're stopping workers like yourself from getting a better cut.
I am so tired of living my life in survival mode, because despite having 2 college degrees and making close to $80,000 a year, I still cannot keep up with the cost of living. I still cannot afford all of my bills every month and have to live paycheck to paycheck. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I am sacrificing my mental health, my time, and my energy to take care of people in their most vulnerable moments, and a lot of the time they do not make it. At the very least, I should be able to pay my bills. And for anyone who's thinking, oh, well, you shouldn't have chose that job, somebody has to do it. And you know damn well, if your loved one was critically ill, you would want somebody to take care of them, right? Something has to give. I cannot keep doing this.
Being poor is so draining. Being poor is so, it's heartbreaking sometimes. I had to quit my job because it really wasn't working, and they were threatening me because of my whole car situation, whatever. But I have a friends only account, so I've been able to pretty much pay my bills with that friends only account. The only issue is that it takes so long for the money to process out of that account and to actually get in my account and me be able to actually have access to money, that I still end up having to have somebody cover me momentarily and then I'll pay them back. That could be like a day or a week, it doesn't matter. But then, okay, I'm finally in the process of okay, I see I'm making enough money to where I can actually just pay my utilities. I can't pay for food. I can't save up. No, I literally can just pay my bills. That's it. And out of nowhere, y'all, Yitty, Lizzo fucking thing takes $60 out of my account. 60 whole fucking dollars. And that sets me completely back. It set me completely back. So I was like, oh my God, you know what? I'm just going to lock my account so they can't take my subscriptions out. Once I locked my account, that's when I realized, oh wait, that's not even going to solve my issue. They still going to let subscriptions take money out of my account. But the thing about me is the only thing I've been able to pay is my house bills, just my house bill. My phone was the first thing that went back off because I'm not going to pay for a phone that, I can't afford. I can't afford it. So because my phone is off and I locked my bank account, the recovery to unlock my bank account, they have to send a text message to my phone. Well, my phone is off, so I can't receive that text message. When I tell you the bank didn't know what to do, they could not figure out a way to let me back inside my account. They did not They are not expecting poor people to be using their services. So they had no idea what to do. So I'm literally still locked out of my account, but luckily I'm still able to go to the bank, answer a couple of security questions, and get money like taken out of my account. But it's so like, it's just so much. It's so much. I finally have another job. They lowball me, so I'm still looking for another job. I'm about to get dressed to go to another interview. And it's like literally, it just makes you want to cry. Like, luckily I have a support system to where, you know, I have people around me who I can count on, who are patient. They don't make me feel bad about not being able to do certain things in a timely manner. But it's really hard to put your body on the line like this and still not be able to take care of yourself, pay your bills in a timely manner. It's really disheartening.
One thing I learned about life is life just keep going, bro. Say you get uppercutted by life one time, right? Mink, and then the next time you get hit in your face 4 other times. Mink, 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 bro, and you can't get up, bro. One thing I gotta tell you is, bro, you gonna have to get up, bro. You gonna have to get up. Cause life just keep going, bro. Time waits on nobody, gang. And I'm aside when I say that, cause it's the hard truth, bro. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Like, if you watching this video, bro, you're alive. Like, I don't know who need to hear that, but you're alive, bro. And I'm proud of you just for that.
That is it for today. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and like, comment, and subscribe down below, and see you in the next video.